Well, essentially my vision for the speed, strength, and conditioning world is everything that we've talked about. All those come into play in building the best athlete we can and having them be able to perform their maximum level on whatever given day the competition is. But one thing that we don't ever want to get away from is what we started with years ago, and that was essentially trying our best to develop as much explosive power and speed as we can in every athlete. So we spend a lot of time on the platforms doing a lot of Olympic movements. We know that speed and explosiveness are two key components in an athlete being successful. So those are areas that we never want to neglect, especially with the sport of football, is even though you have 11 men on your team on the field at one time, for them to be successful, each position requires a different skill set. And essentially, if we trained everybody the same way, we would be doing a disservice to some of the positions. So what we try to do is we want to create a program that's very position specific, because the demands of a wide receiver to be successful on the field are much different than an offensive lineman, as be it a defensive lineman and a defensive back. So we try to design a program that's very position specific for the position they play, one, and then we also individualize it with the needs of that athlete. All of our training takes place in the west end zone, and most of the strength work takes place in this room right here. We've got a facility that's over 20,000 square feet. We're able to address many things with our athletes in this room, just from strength and power development with our platforms and our Olympic bars. We have a Mondo track where our athletes are able to work on acceleration. We can run in here in this room. We can work on change of direction. We also can work on our rotational power. And our computers, we're able to capture images of athletes within a set and put it back up on the screen where they can actually see the set that they just executed before they go back to their next set, if we're needing to correct some technique or just work on some coaching points.